It's I mean, recipe is a great word. And if you look at sort of the metaphor for the framework that I developed, which is called the whole pie framework or the
Mhm,
whole pie system.
mhm,
The P and the I and the E in pie, they stand for profit, impact, and enjoyment. So ultimately, what I help business owners do is to achieve more profit, create more impact, and experience more enjoyment in the owning and operating of their business. And so that's where whole pie came from. But it's not unintentional as you use this word recipe that there's that pie metaphor for baking, for getting that whole pie, for actually what goes into baking that. And so number one, what you want to do is identify what are the 1 to 3 outcomes that you are helping your customer, your client, achieve. So at the end of the day, a customer or client is not buying what you have to sell because of all the features of your framework. They're buying what you have to sell because of the outcome that it will achieve for them, the result. They'll feel better, they'll be healthier, they'll be happier, they'll be smarter, they'll make more money, whatever that is. So identify what are those 1 to 3, and I think it needs to be 3 or less. Um, for me, it's 3, as we've talked about. It's more profit, more impact, more enjoyment. So 3 outcomes that we work to achieve for my clients, which are small business owners. So that's number one. What are those outcomes? Number two, um, what is the process to achieve those outcomes? And this is important, and I think in 8 steps or less. So I think anything over 8 steps is too much and it's too complicated. So 1 to 3 outcomes. Okay, great. How do you help your customer, your client achieve those outcomes? And in 8 steps or less, or 8 components of the framework or less is another way to put it. I mean, purpose, planning, people, and process, called the 4 Ps.